Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Heather.
And I'm Damon.
In today's video, we're going to be doing the Disney Grown Ups family tag. The entire family got together and put a 16 question tag together. I'm going to be linking their channel in the description box below. We were actually tagged by none other than Emma and John from Emma and John You're Welcome. You guys have heard us talk ad nauseum about how fantastic they are, but guess what? We're going to say it again because I love their channel. I adore Emma. I love getting to talk to her and messaging and things like that. And they have a phenomenal channel. They just wrapped up their vlog series from where they were at Walt Disney World right before Christmas. They were there kind of like around Thanksgiving going into the Christmas season, and they had some really amazing videos. When I saw this is like their last day the other day, I was like, oh no, we're not going to get to see their Disney vlogs right now. So it doesn't have to end there. They have other amazing content. There's something for everyone. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love their restaurant reviews. They have their own rating system, and I think the categories are phenomenal, and they are very, very fair. They try to look for the good in everything, which I can appreciate, but they are honest if there's something that they don't like, and they are honest about the way the food is cooked, about the service. They are just really, really thorough and really fair when it comes to that kind of thing. So I really enjoy that. They do a few hauls here and there, and I think I've seen Emma do like a lifestyle subscription unboxing, but there honestly is something for everybody, and they both have the best smiles ever. They both have the best content. It's our favorite couple to watch. I'm gonna be linking their channel below, as well as the tag that they did, and now we were tagged, so I guess we should just get on with it. But like I said, after you finish here, definitely go check them out, show them some love, and tell them that we sent you. Question number 1, what character do you think each other is most like? You want to go first?
Well, everybody knows it's your Belle, so.
Yeah. Yep.
And I didn't pick Jasmine.
Okay. So, I would have to say Beast because you are not patient.
Scruffy.
And you're scruffy. Very, very short-tempered like the Beast. So, I would say definitely the Beast. So, I guess we yin and yang each other just a little bit. Number 2, what is your favorite Disney queuing area? So which Disney line do you like the best?
Mine's Rock and Roller Coaster because I'm like the rocker.
So you like the studio, like going into the actual studio. I think that's really cool.
I like the backstage fence. So.
Yeah, like you're going the alley. I think that's really cool, and I think that we've heard rumors too that they're doing away with that, and they're redoing the Aerosmith part of that, and I think that would be a great disservice. I think that it is perfect the way it is.
I like the whole, when you walk in, you're standing there and they're like talking to you and all that. I mean, it's just, I don't know, something different, fun.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't answer. That would be helpful, right? So I know that mine is going to be a little bit corny, but I honestly love the Dumbo queuing area. I picked 3 for this because Disney does such a phenomenal job at all of their queuing. I picked Toy Story Mania because I love games and I love seeing all of like the Candyland up on the ceiling. And I picked Flight of Passage. When we went to ride Flight of Passage, we actually didn't go through the full queue, so we didn't get to see the animatronic in the chamber thing, floating in the chamber, whatever that is all called. We didn't get to see that, but we've seen so many vlogs on that we felt like we've seen it. But we actually went, was it the Fast Pass route? Yeah, so we went the Fast Pass way, and there wasn't a whole lot of the same look that you get inside the actual queuing area. But what I've seen of it on vlogs, I really, really do like it, and what we actually saw in the Fast Pass queue was actually nice. You felt like you were immersed in that ride as well. So I couldn't just pick one, I had to pick 3. So number 3, you're out on this one. Number 3, what are the most unique ears you own? And yeah, you got goose egg. So the most unique ears I own are ones that I made. And this is a really pretty fabric print that I found at Joann's. And it's just like the little vintage movie posters. So on this side we have Alice in Wonderland and the Jungle Book, and then it is reversible. So then we have Disney dogs on the other side. So we have 101 Dalmatians, and we have a Lady and the Tramp. So I thought that was kind of unique. Most Disney ears are themed one way or the other, and this has a whole lot going on, but it just really is showcasing my love for Disney movies and movies in general, and I really love the vintage poster look. Number 4, if you could get rid of any ride in Disney, what would it be?
Well, mine's the Tomorrowland Speedway, because never rode it, but it's, I don't know, just the sound of it and everything, and then you smell the gas, or like, not the gas, but the fumes and all that or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that either.
And it's all you hear.
I chose Astro Orbiter for this. This is another one that's just, why?
I've never rode it.
So. It's so far up in the air, and I hope we don't get copyrighted. Okay, I was watching Beauty and the Beast, and I didn't realize how loud the music was. So, Astro Orbiter sucks. I can't stand it. It's so far up in the air, and it tips really weird, and you feel like you're gonna fall out. I thought at one time it would be really nice to ride it at night, but it's so terrifying. I'm okay with Dumbo. I'm okay with the Triceratops twirl, I think is what it's called. And I'm okay with the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, but I cannot stand that. I know that it's trying to fit in with the theming, and it looks good with that, but I just see no purpose in it. You don't need that many loopy rides like that in one park. It's just too much. I think that if it were replaced or updated, maybe something with Stitch, since they did away with Stitch's Great Escape, which I didn't like either. They could do something Stitch related there in that area and make it just a little bit more relevant. Number 5, what is the most random Disney fact that you know? And this is not like a fact about the parks per se. It's about what guests do or try to do when they come to the parks. And that is, they try to bring their families, their loved ones' ashes into the park. They're dearly departed. They try to bring their ashes to disperse at Haunted Mansion or various places around the park. The thing of it is frowned upon by Disney, and they will come through and they will sweep it up, and your loved one will be vacuumed away. So it's not good. It's not hygienic, and it's kind of gross. If you don't know this already, you can't do it, and please don't try to do it because Disney will catch you and you will be in trouble. Okay, what did you pick?
Lost and Found collects more than 6,000 cell phones,
Ah.
3,500 digital cameras, and 18,000 hats.
18,000 hats. That's pretty cool. So your facts were fun. You had fun facts.
Just couldn't say it, but
yeah.
fun fact.
That was really cool. How are 6,000 people losing their phones?
Well,
When
yeah,
they're constantly in their hand. How are 6,000 people losing their
if you're
phones?
doing, before they did away with the selfie sticks or whatever they're called, I'm sure people had them out there on rides and like bouncing around and everything, and then
Oh, that's true.
or out on a boat and you're laying out the edge taking a picture and you drop it in there. I mean,
I don't jinx me, but I didn't think about that, but I guess that makes sense. I understand the hats because people don't pay attention. They leave their hats on and whoop, there they go. So I get it. I do get that. That's pretty cool. Number 6, what is your favorite land to sit and relax in?
I'd have to be Frontierland because you can go down, stand by the water and look at Tom Sawyer Island, and
Yeah.
I'm a water bug, so.
Yeah, next time you need to go over and actually look at it. He's not been on that yet, so it's a little bit difficult with a Cherry to go, so I may scooch him over on the raft and let him take a look at it. I have taken her over before on that, but a lot of the other things are not accessible, so, or at least they weren't. I don't know about now. But, yeah, you definitely need to check it out and kind of explore and go over the little Floopy Bridge. So, that would be
Bridge.
Yeah. So my choice for this question was Fantasyland. Of course, I love being immersed in all the princess things. So it's like being around all the little castle, what is it, turrets, or what are they called? Is that what they're called? I really enjoy being around all the girly things. So that's my favorite. Number 7, if you could have one Disney ride in your back garden, what would it be?
Primeval World.
You would do Primeval World because we laugh our heads off every time. Yeah. I'll see if I can link a clip of that in here. I don't know if I can do that or not. I don't know how to do that.
That's just...
Because it's already uploaded to YouTube.
That's just one of our fun rides with Michaela, so it's like,
Yeah.
let's do that. And we were riding a lot of stuff, but that was just fun, and we always laugh, and then they always let us go like 2 or 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
And you scream your head off.
I do. Well, here's the deal. I'm always filming it, and so I'm holding my phone, trying to film them, and they're sitting together, so they're like sandwiched in, and I'm sitting by myself just being flung about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe
yeah.
this time I'll film it.
Well, enjoy that. Well, my answer for this was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. For a few reasons. Like, what girl doesn't want a diamond mine in their backyard? But also, that ride is fun, but it is very short. And I feel like if you got to ride it a couple of times, like 2-3 times in a row once in a while, it would kind of fulfill that thing that's a little bit lacking in there, even though that's one of my favorite rides of all time. I feel like you would get to enjoy it more. Number 8, what was your worst Disney queuing experience? So like, what was the worst thing that you ever witnessed in line, or longest wait that was brutal? What was your worst thing?
It wasn't so much a wait or anything like that, really. It's just that the fantasy parade, you know, we got there early, we're standing there, and then people start coming in, which I understand everybody's trying to swarm in and stuff, but
We were right on the rope though.
yeah, right in the corner of the, I can't remember where we were at, across from the...
We were right in front of the Ye Old Christmas shop, where it was roped off for wheelchair.
No, it was just roped off in general, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know. I thought they said that it was the wheelchair section.
I don't know. Anyway, they were there, and then it was like, we got there early, you know, getting a spot and everything, and then once it was like 10 minutes before, then everybody was like swarming in at the last minute, and then there was a bunch of people that were trying to get in front of Michaela on the rope, and she was, I mean, right in front so she could see, and they were trying to like get up on her and step up in front of her and block her, and I was just like, no.
Yeah, that one kid was leaning on her wheelchair trying to look around her, and I felt really bad because, you know, the littles do have a hard time seeing in the back, but you gotta get there early. And we were up on the rope, like literally rope was like right here on her, so it's not like we were taking up a ton of space and kids couldn't sit in front of her on the ground. It's just like they were climbing on the wheels of her wheelchair, and I was like, really? People, don't do that. I mean, the wheelchair, I don't know how other people feel about that, but in reality, a wheelchair is an extension of someone's body. So it would be just like me climbing all over him or leaning on him or whatever. We're all tired, don't lean. It just makes everyone else more tired. So I remember you were annoyed. Yeah. And we've had people with us before who want to hang all of their bags on there, and we're like, if you can't carry it, send it to the front of the park. So, yeah, I guess we could both rant about that one. Mine is sort of on the special needs aspect of this. Oh my goodness, and it brings up such rage in me that, yeah, it brings up such rage in me that it's really frustrating. So I'm going to try to get this out as quickly as possible because I don't want to be upset. In 2004, we were in the line for Great Movie Ride. We were around the Mary Poppins carousel, so we were not that far in. It was not a super busy day, but in front of us was a child with special needs. He did have Down syndrome. He was very upset. He was adamant, he was terrified, and that he did not want to ride in the Great Movie Ride. In full disclosure, if you never had an opportunity to ride the Great Movie Ride, it is terrifying for small kids. In certain scenes, it is terrifying because there is a shootout, there are snakes, there are aliens, there are loud noises. Like I said, there is gunfire exchange. And at one moment in that ride, we actually had an experience unrelated to this day where the person driving the ride tram came up and screamed in Michaela's face. Do you remember that? So there are some terrifying moments. It scared her, but she just kind of took it with a grain of salt and was fine. She really loved that ride as well. But on this particular day, this child was very adamant that he's not riding the ride. He's very upset. He's on the ground. And if you've ever known anyone with Down syndrome, they are generally happy people. They just are. So to see him so upset, I don't know how many meltdowns that family had endured that day. It could have been 573. I don't know. But the way the dad handled it, and like I said, there are times we get frustrated. It just happens. Everyone is Disney tired, and there is no tired like Disney tired. The way this dad was talking and berating his son in front of everyone, and he was under 7 years old, it was so hard to take. And like I said, I was in that position where I would never talk to my child that way. I would try to be understanding. If they didn't want to ride the ride, that's why there's a swap. That's why there's a parent swap. Go ride the ride, and then when your wife or whatever gets off, then go ride it, or vice versa. If you need the break, if the child is being difficult and it's a lot to deal with in that kind of environment, if your child hasn't been prepared for it, go take the break and go enjoy the ride. You know, your wife or husband can handle the situation for a minute. Chances are, if this happened, they've had this experience before. This probably wasn't the first meltdown or tantrum that they've ever dealt with. And that's true not just for special needs kids, but all kids in general. You know, they're being drug around, you know, acres and acres a day, and that's not what their little bodies are used to. So there has to be some level of patience added. And it was just the worst thing I have ever seen. And I still struggle this day without saying something because I am mouthy. I still really struggle to this day because I didn't say something, and because I didn't stand up for that child who didn't have his own voice, and that hurts my heart still to this day that I said nothing. And like I said, I don't know how much that dad had to endure that day. I don't know how many times he's picked his child up off the floor. It still isn't an excuse, but we all have moments where we fail, so that kind of counteracts the guilt that I carry. I don't know. It still wasn't good, but okay, I've got to get off that subject. Number 9, if you could invent a new ride for Disney parks, what would it be?
Go ahead.
Oh. Okay, so I really enjoyed the Snow White's Scary Adventure? I enjoyed that a lot. And one issue I have with these kiddie rides is that they're so short. Like Winnie the Pooh, dang it, you're in line, and Peter Pan too. You are in line for days and you ride for a half second. Like you don't even get completely rested for a second and you are back off again. Like these rides are so short.
Barnstormer too.
Yeah, Barnstormer, oh my gosh. So what I am choosing is something on the order of that. So it would be a dark ride, but all around Princess and the Frog. I think that would be lovely. I think there's so much that they could do with that. I think the colors would be so vivid and the music would be nice. I really think that it would be awesome, and have like the magnolia trees and have the trees with the moss hanging down and you're going through all of that, and the water with the lily pads. I think it would be absolutely beautiful. Kind of like the same order of The Little Mermaid, but you know. Yeah, I think it would be really great. Definitely. And I think that we just need it to last a little longer. So if I'm creating it, it's going to be longer. Y'all will love it.
Oh, mine's got to be something that has to do with DuckTales.
Oh my goodness, I see what you have written.
Now I wrote down like a launch pad helicopter type thing.
I definitely think the launch pad helicopter thing, that's what could go in place of the Astro Orbiter. Look at you inventing new things. That would definitely be cool. I mean, if it was, that's the thing, Astro Orbiter, here we go on a little tangent, but the Astro Orbiter has no theme. And I'm all about theming. If it's got a good theme to it, I am in it. And
well, I didn't even know it was a ride until I asked you. I was like, what's that? And you were like, it's a ride.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So, there you go. Your launch pad helicopters is the new Astro Orbiter. Number 10, if you could work as any Disney character, what would it be? And I would be singing on the stage as Belle at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Well, I had one thing, but I kind of didn't really think about it until after you said the answer to the first one.
Oh, well, so what did you have first?
I had Gaston because sometimes I can...
Because you're arrogant.
Be a jerk sometimes, and...
You could be mean. You could be mean and didn't get in trouble for it.
No.
So,
But then I'm like, okay, well, I'll be the Beast, but I don't know.
you would have heat stroke in that costume.
Probably.
So go ahead and stick with Gaston. Michaela would love you for it. Number 11, what is your all-time favorite Disney quote? And we have the exact same one, so do the honors.
If you dream it, you can do it.
Yeah. We both talked about this, and it's just something that has a deep meaning, and it can mean many things to many people. So, you know, one person's dream is not going to be the other's. So I really like that. It is one quote, but it can mean so many things. So I like that. Number 12, if you could give one piece of advice for someone going to the Disney parks for the first time, what would it be? My advice would be to not waste their time with a Disney park hopper. First of all, it adds much more to your ticket, and you can buy a couple of more days on your ticket and extend it to a 6 or 7 day pass if you wanted to for the same cost. There is not enough time to do everything in one park and hop somewhere else. And still to this day, we've been so many times, and we'd still do one park per day. We enjoy that. That's just kind of our jam. When we do a Disney, when we do an annual pass, we'll probably change things up a little bit. Although the thought of not doing our normal does give me a little bit of anxiety, because I like the way that we do it. It works for us, and I like going to one park per day.
Mine's do everything you can, enjoy every second of it, and don't regret not doing something. I mean, we don't do that, but I mean, like I said, you know, we're going there from the beginning to the end, and you know, whether it's me liking just to walk around the stores and stuff and looking around and stuff, I mean, you know, we do the schedule of breakfast and characters and all that, and everything else is down how we know what's going on, but it's like, okay, let's just take that 10 minutes to go look around the stores or whatever.
Yeah.
So
He's my shopping enabler.
I just like seeing different things. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you getting excited? We're not going right now, though. We're just talking about it. Wish I could flip the camera around. Number 13, which Disney film or franchise do you think deserves to have its own land, ride, or restaurants?
Go ahead.
Oh. So, being me, I want to do it all. So I picked two. I picked a restaurant and I picked a land because I think Zootopia would be phenomenal as a land. I think it would be really, really cool. I don't know if they could end up doing something like that in a park expansion for Animal Kingdom, but I think it would be really worth it. I think it would be worth it a lot. And then for a restaurant, I chose a Up-themed restaurant. And what drew this inspiration is when you're going into 50s prime time, it's set up like the living room and you have the dining room table. And when you first go in, though, there's like a... I know, I love it too. But when you go in, it just kind of reminds me of a living room inside a house. And I thought, how cool would that be when you go in, like the outside is the Up house with faux balloons or whatever, however they want to do those. And then you go in and you get to see like their chairs and all of their picture frames up on the mantle. And I just really think that would be a nice experience. Your turn. Did you lose your place?
Yeah.
13.
Probably go to the Princess and the Frog.
Oh.
You got talking about all that stuff earlier, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or as a restaurant, I mean, there's nothing like that bluesy.
I think there might be in
Bayou.
Disneyland.
Oh, okay, we don't go out there, but I'm talking about where we go.
In Disney World. Okay.
Bayou type gumbo.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Skipper Canteen. We've never been in there, so I don't know if they sell gumbo or not. But
there's one place that somebody was.
That was in a resort. That might have been New Orleans, Port Orleans, Riverside.
Yeah, I think it's. I have to look. I don't know. I know who it was that went there and stuff, but.
That was Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a great idea too, because you could again do it like the Rainforest Cafe, and you have all of the trees and
that could be something that would just,
fireflies.
Yeah, but it could also just be something that would be at nighttime, like an exclusive type thing.
Like an evening sit down type thing. Ooh, fancy.
You have to dress for the thing though.
We could do that.
Get your little bird's nest thing in.
That would be really cool. It'd be like a Dapper Day kind of attire.
Dapper evening.
Dapper evening. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I don't know if you ladies feel the same way, but I think a bird cage in someone's hair is gorgeous. And when we got married, I wore a huge bird cage. It was like a pow. It was really, really big. And it was feathery. It was gorgeous. And yeah, I just think they're really elegant, and I think they're very classy. So I talk too much. Number 14, what is your favorite Disney villain's outfit? So again, I picked two. I picked Gaston, you know, because you get to see all that chest. So, but I did
Chest. I got chest.
chest hair. If I had to choose a different one, then other than just being silly, I think Dr. Facilier is really cool because it's the purple, and he's almost got like that crop top thing going on. It's actually almost this purple. But yeah, it is pretty cool.
I'm gonna go to Jafar or Kylo Ren.
Oh.
Just because, I don't know, it's not the...
I guess that is a Disney villain. Dang, I wasn't even thinking about Star Wars. So yeah, Kylo's pretty cool. Number 15, what are your favorite Disney toilets? This question made me laugh so hard. Like,
It's just random.
I don't care as long as it's clean. I do think the Tangled toilets are pretty cool, but what is so weird to me is that there's a photo op right outside the toilet. So go have a tingle and then let's have a photo op. It's so weird to me.
Sure flies up.
It's very, very cute, but what I chose for that was the bathrooms near Crystal Palace. So if you are looking at Crystal Palace over here, they are to the left. So Baby Care Center and First Aid is on the right, and it's on the left, behind Casey's. There's rarely an overload of people in there, and it's always clean first thing in the morning. Like I said before, we come in before the park opens, and we always go to Crystal Palace for breakfast. And so we always use the restroom there before we venture out into the parks, and it's always clean because, like I said, first thing in the morning, and it's not trashed. And so we know that it's really, really clean.
Mine's by the Country Bears.
Oh. The place where, like, all the phone chargers are out in the... That's pretty
Charging
cool.
thing, and that was a sunglass place. We just go in there and look when you're all taking your time or whatever you're doing, and then I'm like, but it's just like it's in there and it's cool and all that, so it's like you can go look at the sunglasses, or you can, there's like water fountains and all that stuff there too. But
Yeah.
I work out in the heat, but I don't like being out in the heat when I'm trying to enjoy stuff. So
Yeah. Number 16, and our final question. What Disney film would you like to see remade into live action?
okay.
So I chose Tangled. I think that would carry over so well.
Mine's gonna be Moana.
Yes, Moana would be phenomenal. I would really like that.
Just the whole Samoan culture.
And of course, The Rock would have to play.
Maui.
He would be Maui. This was a lot of fun. I think this was a very challenging tag. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. Just a lot of
A lot of thinking.
thinking for me, because I don't normally think.
Yeah, he likes answers to be yes, no. And that's just about it.
No, but I did enjoy it.
We want to say thank you again to Emma and John for tagging us in this. We had such a great time, and we wanted to tag a few people as well. The first person we are going to be tagging is Mariah from Mariah's Whole New World.
And Beth from the Collection Ears Club. Because I know you all talk to each other constantly because the phone lights up and there's Beth. So I'm tagging Beth.
Okay, so that is going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.